Old Guy Talks is all about creating a kick-ass life for yourself and those that you love. Don't wait, don't hesitate, don't procrastinate. Opt in now. Making someone wrong. It's you, not me. This is Oris, the official old guy at www.oldguytalks.com, helping older guys create kick-ass lives for themselves and those they love, and the creator of My Junk Does Not Work, where I help guys find out what their options are to treat their erectile dysfunction, dissatisfaction. Maybe things aren't working just as well as they used to recently. And the answer you were looking for, well, I'm going to tell you, it is 99.9% sure that it is there. Get that information, you can get it in the privacy of your home without embarrassment. If you like this, share it. That's right, share it. Don't keep the old guy's secret. So recently, as I've kind of been talking about, I'm in the process of looking for someone to work with to do my Facebook ads for my product, myjunkdoesnotwork.com. Since I managed to get my Facebook account disabled by the censors at Facebook, that's a whole nother story. But I was working with, I hired one person a few months ago, and there wasn't a lot of activity, and so I just didn't feel like we were a sync. It wasn't that there was anything bad about him. It was just that, well, I got the feeling that I was like too small for them. My account was too small, and they're very successful, and I'm sure they're very, very good client. I'm not going to say anything bad about it. They were able to get some of my ads approved. There wasn't a lot of activity on them, but there were some things that were going on there, and I wasn't bad. It was just that I just didn't feel like they were a mix. So I hired someone that I felt very, very comfortable with. We've had a couple of meetings. We had a lengthy one just a couple of days ago, and we really laid out an agenda. We had about an hour and a half of a Zoom call, and we laid out an agenda and talked about what we need to do, and kind of talked about my vision for the future and all that. And we got I think a very, very good understanding and plan. And so I let the other person know. That I hired someone. I thanked them for their efforts in the past, and that I've decided to move on. And so I get this email back. It's kind of like a slap. It's like a slap. It says, well, thank you for letting me know. Most of our clients are more active, open, and aggressive. That was a quote. Active, open, and aggressive. And my first thought about this was, fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you. We were not in alignment. It was pretty obvious. And for you to reply by deciding to make me wrong pisses me off. And there is some truth to that. There always is some truth to the comment that people make. I was more interested in working on my funnel than running traffic because it wasn't very good. In the meantime, dude, I was your client for a long time, for a few months. And you never once reached out to contact me and say, hey, how's everything going? What's going on? How can I help you? What can we do to get more traffic for you? Not once. So that kind of reply is just kind of a very, very defensive measure. And as I mentioned, I'm very, very happy with who I hired. And we're having a totally different experience and a totally different relationship. Now, it's not, I'm guarantee you, and we've talked about this, he and I have talked about this, is that it's not all going to be lovey-lovey. There's going to be times that we're going to be in conflict and all of that, and that's just to be expected, especially when you're dealing in the creative realm. But you don't need to make someone bad when they're not bad just because you're breaking up in a relationship. And this is actually both in personal, in business, and some other things. You hear guys talk about, well, the guys like pretend to take this to fall on their sword in this one. Oh, it's not you, it's me. Oh, you guys are lying. You guys are liars when they say that kind of stuff. They're lying the whole damn time when they're saying that stuff. And I was in a relationship many years ago. I was engaged, and it was a very, very, very smart, personable woman, and we just weren't meant to be together. It wasn't that she was bad. It wasn't that she was a psycho, though I have dated a psycho, and that's a whole different story. But she wasn't a psycho. It's just that we weren't meant to be together. We just weren't really good, and it was the best thing that happened was that we broke up, and it was an amicable breakup. We stayed friends. We still kept in contact for a little while after that. But it was, you don't have to make the other person bad to end the relationship, to break up either personally, to break up from a business standpoint or any other standpoint. And a lot of times people will do that because they need to justify the emotion that they're feeling of being rejected. And yes, that's a certain amount of rejection, but you may look at it like this may be a blessing because I should not be with that person. I should not be working with that person. I should not be spending the rest of my life with that person. We are not a mix. And even though no one likes rejection, you don't have to lash out and make the other person wrong. That's totally useless. And quite frankly, it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary to create an enemy. And to a certain extent, that person created an enemy or an antagonistic person with me. I would never refer anyone to them, where I might have in the past. But it's just really a thing that you need to consider about how you end a relationship. I mean, are you going to just burn the bridges, burn them completely to the ground? I had a friend of mine that he was a little caustic, not a little caustic. He was actually really caustic, and he kind of doing very, very well. And then things happened, and he was doing really bad. And he said, rather, how shall I say, when he got kind of beat up by the world, he said, yeah, my dad used to tell me, be careful whose toes you step on the way up, because they are connected to the asses you have to kiss on the way down. And he was doing a lot of ass kissing on the way down. Unfortunately, it did not save him, his marriage, and it was a financial ruin too at the same time. So where in your life have you been involved in a situation where somebody decides to end a relationship and they have to make one or the other party wrong? Instead of saying, this is not working, or I found something better, I want to do this, we are not in alignment, and parting on good ways. Remember, at oldguytalks.com, it's all about creating a kick-ass life for yourself and those that you love. If you are interested in creating a kick-ass life for yourself and those that you love, then become a member at oldguytalks.com and get access to the cave area, where not only do I have my interviews with doctors on cutting-edge therapies for erectile dysfunction, but I will have other things that are posted in there that will help you create that kick-ass life that you want for yourself and others. And we're going to be talking a lot about different kinds of vices and virtues. So opt in and become a member